Hey guys, this is a lake in Norway, and this is the first time I've done a little narration for my speed paint. Just because this one's long and the music kind of sucked, so I was just gonna hey, let's do this. First time for everything. In this speed paint, I'm drawing the human forms of two of my OCs, Vir and Mal. They're an angel and a demon. Not technically, but that's kind of their vibe. It's kind of what they represent. Technically, they represent blue light and red light, respectively, as you can see by the colors of their sketches. Because they're spectral personas, which is a big fancy way of saying that they're gods. Yeah, but these are their human forms. They're human disguises. It's my first time doing freaking lineless art, so I was experimenting. Even on just the style that they're drawn, especially the way Vir's drawn, it was an experiment. I usually don't draw characters that elongated. Usually my style is a bit more round and squared, really square jaws I like. But it was fun. You could see a little flash of where I was referencing their colors. I'll probably link that in the description, their original drawing. This was my first time drawing their faces in a not chibi form. Vir definitely has a more elongated face than Mal does. She's very long and she's very tall, and Mal's short and stonky. Not stonky, that's a meme. But he's more beefy. Vir has no muscle at all. It's not like they needed, they're gods. Their outfits are actually kind of similar, but the colors kind of make them stand out. Yeah, there's not much to talk about in this process except that I learned that I can use the bucket tool. I don't usually use the bucket tool. It's not something I usually deal with because that's just the way I drew when I was in 7th grade, so it's obviously the way I draw it now still. Now I'm working on her sleeves, which are the same color as her suit jacket, which means they were hard. Yeah. So, yeah, then got a Frank. Yeah, this was a really big experiment for me in the way I draw art, but overall I like how it turned out. Hope you all can hear my voice, because we've got 7 more minutes of it. Fun fact, Vir's wearing a skirt here. She is. Those aren't pants, that's a skirt. Because she's professional. That choker caused me so much troubles later. I'll talk about that later. The eye markings are also a callback to their original outfits and stuff, and that's what it looks like before I shaded it. Yay! And moving her collarbones. Yeah. And there's then I was working on the shading, and her hair is all weird, and I don't like how her hair really turned out. It could have been much better. But here we are. So there was a little issue there, and it took me forever to fix. Do y'all guys leave a comment if you like me narrating my speed paints, because it takes more time, but I think it's more interesting to just hear people's voices and their thought process on the art. Yeah, and I was just messing with some layers, trying to figure out what layer something was on, and it was hell. I was wearing a skirt. Look at me shading a belt. Wow. Looky here, kids. This is how you shade a belt. Actually, I'm shading her shirt now. I also don't like how the shirt turned out, but whatever. Yeah, then there's her sleeves. They're all purple. For someone who represents blue light, she really is a very purple character. And I don't know why, and it's too late to change her character or make her represent purple light, because that doesn't sound as cool. But yeah. I don't usually do lineless art. Usually my art is very, like, lined and has this, like, sketchy line. If you look at my, other speed paint I have on this channel, you can see that. Here's where I forgot to blend it in, and I hate that. I forgot to blend the choker in, and it comes back to haunt me. You can see that, blah, blah, blah. Then I realized it didn't shade the choker, and it was hell. Yeah. I was listening to the Magnus Archives when I was watching this, and that's new for me because I don't usually really listen to horror podcasts or just podcasts in general, but I really like it, even though it keeps me up all night. I mean, I stay up all night anyways, so, like, what's the deal? Anyways, I redid the choker, and here we are in Mal. Mal's a jerk. I make so many jerk characters. He honestly looks a bit like one of my other jerk characters, Ruben. What is it with me and all these jerk faces with their freaking red color schemes and dark bob haircuts? They're not the same character, I swear. But yeah. There is a lot of... Mal and Vir are opposites, if that isn't too apparent. But they have the same eye revealed, and when I was sketching them, I forgot that they had the same eye revealed, and I hate that, because it's a stupid design flaw, and I'm too lazy to change it, because there's too much art with them, with their eyes like that, to change it now. If I was gonna change it, I would change Vir's, but we're not doing that, I'm lazy. They do have different ears revealed in this piece. They don't have ears in their god designs because neither of them have the need for their ears to be shown. So why would we even bother with ears existing? Anyways, that's some really lined art for it being called lineless, CJ. And I was messing with his... what are those called? Like jacket lapels? Collars? I always call them collars, but I think they have a better name. Yeah. His shirt is white instead of black because demons wearing white. What do you think? Despite how much I love that sort of shit, they are very stereotypical angel and demon. Well, Vir's a jerk too, but she's a jerk in a different way. Mal's a classic jerk. Here I am, messing with stuff. Here I am, giving him a choker too, and an earring, wow. Look at me go. Look at me, look at that flat line. Look at me, and I messed up on his neck. I'm gonna have to spend like 5 minutes on that. That's an exaggeration, but it felt like, well, it might have been like 5 minutes of real time. Look at you getting to watch this in 10 minutes and 4 seconds, while I had to spend an hour and 20 minutes on it. That's like super long for art when it's me, because I don't usually spend that much time on art because I have a very fast art style. But look at me shading that hair like bam. Look at me shading that face. Super fast. It's a time lapse for you. That's a speed paint. Is this painting? I don't know. I always feel weird when Tyler is saying it's a painting because like it doesn't involve physical paint, and I know it's such a stupid thing to say, but like my brain is like, if you don't come out of it with paint on your hands, it's not a painting. But I guess it kinda is, even though I didn't even use the brush tool. But you can kind of like see my process of like that's basically how I shade like stuff like this. I just clipping layers are your tip to artists. Clipping layers are your best friend. Utilize them. If you want to learn how to art like me, utilize your clipping layers. It makes life so easy. I've been using clipping layers for how many years? I don't even know. As long as I've been doing digital art. Here we are. I was working on his earrings. I was just in his little eye mark, and there's my signature. And there it is. Here we are. And that's the finished piece. Wow, look at that. Isn't it epic? And wow. Anyways, I hope you liked the video, and this is in